okay time, right?
Well, now that we have gotten the game, we need to find out how to break this game down. And that's why we have the last word segment. And what do you need to get rid of the last word? You need a purge.
I don't know if you're surprised. You just asked a question.
Very surprised. Whitemon and company going on top of Old 11. So we talked about the laning stage for this hero as DY looks to be next on the list for T1. Now, one more right click will do it. In fact, the Wraith Fire Blast being expended, so 23 Savage with an early double kill for T1.
Yeah, they bring down the time.
Stable, of course, but from their offlane perspective, very much so. Carl,
PYW.
Firefly on the PYW. Boundless Strike going to keep him in place for now. Zephyr with that gush, slowing him down to a crawl.
And power your raw damage output. We have a funny clip from the other day when T1 was playing Alliance and FNG was getting literally one-shot by Wraith King as Lion. You could reach that stage again in this game for Disruptor.
Feel like we've seen this before.
Yeah. Whitemon is effectively a scout in this game, kind of playing like a bounty hunter. Trying to invade and get vision and information. Gets punished there, but could set up Carl. They have Ops Sentry though. They know Carl is approaching.
Yeah.
And they're kind of trying to bait him. There's the glimpse.
Oh, the glimpse back into the static storm kinetic field combo. This is going to be a really big kill for VICI. And Carl going straight for the Blink Dagger, despite having the Helm of Iron Will. Already built there. Is Old 11 going to be caught out? Oh, the swap out. It's going to keep him alive now. Or he actually pops a Requiem of Souls, mostly for zoning purposes, but Whitemon takes heavy damage. Will live though. Ravage comes out. The Static Storm on top of him is a little bit too late. Anchor Smash into the Skewer. 2 dead for VICI as they are now on the run. And it looks like Ori is next on the list. And they're in 3 dead. Very good fight for T1. Looks like PYW will be the 4th if they can catch him here. Zephyr looking for the high 5, but PYW not looking to reciprocate here. Oh, Flame Break off of the tree. Pick pull so good, almost got out. Yeah, pick pull not quite good enough now. He would need like 110% movement speed buff on that. Just finished his armlet. All
right, I know you're about to burst in anticipation of the trivia, but you have to wait a little bit longer. Whitemon trying to get open bottom. Old 11. Oh, that's
Kraken still activates, but Avatos from Poyoyo is enough. Old 11 though is going to get the swap off. That's a little bit extra damage mitigation now. 23 Savage. Oh, the right click not quite enough, and now the Requiem Assault with the fear. Double kill for Poyoyo. This is going to be the first life. 23 Savage, Wukong's command is inside Avatos again. 23 Savage, armlet toggles, but there's the magic missile. Triple kill for Poyoyo. And VICI Gaming win that fight in spades. God, I don't even know what I don't want to know what you do in your free time.
The name itself is passing.
Poyoyo looking for Zephyr. Boundless Strike sets it up. The Shadow Blade Frog to the Avatos.
All right.
And the tree toss.
Good damage. No siege creep though, so don't think that as soon as you get the reincarnation up, maybe try to find a fight close to Roche. Wraith King obviously very adamant.
Carl wants to start this fight. There's the lasso. Swap. The swap immediately. The great counter from Old 11. Whitemon first to die again, as is tradition in this game.
Is under attack.
Yeah. That's something we really didn't mention, but obviously Venge is just generally a good counter against Batrider if you're in the vicinity.
Definitely didn't mention that, both me and the panel.
Nope. So I don't think that's ever been mentioned before in Dota.
Good that we got that highlight.
I think I just
level 12, so that's 2 points in the ult, so 40%, and will ultimately be at 50. Okay. So very, very strong. This is going to be a high ground push. High ground mid tier 1 tower, of course. A very little high ground. I know I'm just trying to save this. That was the wrong word. You know, sometimes you can play it off. They're trying to push tier 1 Suns fan. It didn't work, but they find Zephyr.
Yep, here's Swap. Static Storm on top of the Tide Hunter. Old 11 sets things up again. That's going to be a death of Whitemon as well, in case you were wondering.
It's really, really tough for them to accomplish. Taking some good damage, but also dealing some. Almost took down 3/4 of that tower in 4 attacks with the Venge Aura, of course.
Still a minute to go for that
Huge amount of base damage to the Tiny.
Yeah, Poyoyo can just... My God, absolutely destroying that tower, but a big swap onto the Batrider. Pops his BKB again, Static Storm onto 2, but there's the lasso. Can they find the time? This is just going to be the Aegis if they do so. But he's Satanic Summon is perfectly healthy for now, as the right clicks have come as their 23 Savage. That is reincarnation out. Requiem nicely timed. 23 Savage is dead. 50 seconds with no racing. Skewer back from Cuckoo. We see the Ravage on the other side of the map. Zephyr dies shortly after, so 2 dead with basically no response from T1. 5 versus 3, and with a Tiny, that means buildings will be going down, Synderen.
T1 just have no solution to this right now. They did their best in that fight. It wasn't enough. They never found an RP. And again, whenever someone gets swapped in like this from the bench, it just gets really difficult for Cuckoo to do what he wants.
That's going to be 2 sets of racks. Yeah. They can't go for Megas just because there's not...
4-shot the tower? I mean, he has AC and Venge Aura. He hits for 500.
A lot of damage, whatever the hell it is. There's the Horn Toss, like you were talking about, Static Storm used for zoning capability. You can see Thunderstrike applied as there's the swap back from Old 11, so Tiny is super safe. Boundless Strike now into the Bad Rider. Looks like he's broken, trying to get out of the Wukong's command. Will be successful, but the swap again, and 23 Savage is dead. And that is mega creeps for VICI Gaming, as it looks like they are on the way to continuing to play in TI-10. Oh, big RP, but the skewer back on only 2 heroes and brought down simply with the right clicks of Podioyo. Buyback now from Cuckoo. Gets glimpsed back into the fray. Gets off the Horn Toss, but brought down again. That's a dieback now as GG is called. T1 is out of TI-10. And VICI Gaming goes on to face IG in the next round.
What a godly Venge pick that was. That was absolutely incredible.